kind of crazy when I think about where I've been in the world and three continents I haven't been to: Australia, Antarctica, and any Asian countries. I've been to a butt ton of European, a decent amount of South American, and more African. I've been to more African countries than South American countries. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, actually. Chase Lee Hockey here with the Blue Futon, reviewing Weekend in Taipei. So what's about pretty simple premise? You have Luke Evans, who is a DEA agent in America right now. And you know what? He wants to go to Taipei to get rid of Kang. He has a drug organization there, and he thinks he could do it. However, the DEA won't let him go, and they'll put him on a 3-day leave of absence because he did such a good job. And of course, in those 3 days, he's going to Taipei to work. And what do you know? When he gets there, he realizes the love of his life from 15 years ago is there. And who is the kid with her? Hint, 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 hint. You should know that by now. Anyway, did I like this film? So another movie where I saw like posters and I saw like, moving posters and little TV spots for this movie. And I'm thinking, I don't know what it is, but if it comes near me, I'll watch it. And I watched it. And I was actually pleasantly surprised with the action. This is something where even though, like, you could tell it's on the lower budget end of a film, but the action was very minimally CGI. It was to the point. It was fun, and I had a good time. Yes, you could say that something drags a little bit in the second half and, like, the beginning of the third act. Yeah, there's some dragging when it comes to storytelling, but I was pleasantly surprised with what this movie brought to me. Positives: the action set pieces. So there's car chases, there's knife fights, there's gunplay, there's hand-to-hand combat. So especially the hand-to-hand combat in the movie theater at the very end, very solidly shot, and I really dug that. It's also funny where the woman's like, oh, it's too violent, because there's something in the movie theater. It's kind of a fun joke, but they're also watching a violent movie, so I kind of found that like tongue-in-cheek maybe. There's a buggy car chase that, even though it's very simplistic and there's not like bombastic action or crashes, it was still refreshing to see these cars just actually not do like Fast and Furious type of stunts where it's actually realistic. Or even when you watch some of these movies where you see like Suburbans or Tahoes like, go over curbs and like crash. Do you know half that CGI, especially the Barbie movie, that Chevy Equinox, the Chevy Cruze or whatever it's called, that was actually mostly CGI. It's actually crazy. It makes you wonder like how much is actually real, and that terrifies me too. That terrifies me. And this, you could tell they didn't have the budget, and the camera was actually in the vehicles doing it, so I really dug that. There's also a fun action set piece in the very beginning, and I was thinking, oh no, is it going to be like too quirky? Because there is some that, like, it is a quirky action set piece where one guy doesn't know what he's doing. He always gets like, the short end of the stick when it comes to injuries. And I was thinking, is the whole movie going to be like this? It is not like that. The look of the movie is fine. You could tell, like I said, it's very more, I want to say, underground or grindhousey look, but it's fun. The Ferrari, yes, that's probably one of the more CGI elements of where she's driving the car, but there's also moments where you could tell, okay, there's someone actually driving this Ferrari and is doing real stunt work. So like I said, when you're going into a movie like this, you're going to get the fun action. You're going to get the fun gunplay. You're going to get also a really good hand-to-hand combat motion in a hotel, and I thought that was really fun as well. Can you want more backstory? Or you could kind of say that the reasoning behind what is going on is kind of weak and has to deal with ecosystem and dolphins. You can understand that, but then also at the same point of, I feel like Kang's character would know way before all this happened that his ledger's gone and who was the one, I want to say blackmailing him, or the ones talking to the feds and the DEA agents. It felt like that would have happened way, way before when it actually occurs in the film. And, the kid driving the motorcycle to get the flash drive, you just got to roll your eyes. He's like, really, dude? Is that really a believability? And it isn't. But like I said, a short review here. That Weekend in Taipei, if you want a fun action set piece movie with good cinematography, just one of the movies where it's refreshing, where it is a low budget action movie and you're not going to get the CGI. You're not going to get the really crazy action set pieces. It's more grounded, it's more realistic, and I had a really fun time with being in Taipei, even though I've never been in Taipei. So Weekend in Taipei will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals at 70%. See, the critics and user scores gave this one. Critics, 47% with 15 of them. Nothing on the audience score yet. People are saying, though, the critics, even though it's negative, saying, hey, the stunts are good. And you know what? The stunts are good in this movie. And if you want just a simplistic action movie that tries to do as real stunts as possible, Weekend in Taipei is a good time. 70-47. Chase Liak here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Well, things Bhutontopia. You Blue Futonians, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll watch Stay tomorrow, week for a month, and a year for every single freak one of you. This might be one of my shorter reviews. Who knows? Who knows? But I love all of you. I really do.